Now, Richard, let's start with the real estate market. It appears the bubble is finally starting to burst across the country.
Maybe. I don't know if there's much to be hopeful about in the housing market. It depends where you are in that market. But we got some new numbers in today, nationwide numbers, Maliha, and it did show that sales fell again in the month of June Canada-wide. However, the decrease was smaller than what we've seen in prior months, so take that however you will. The Canadian Real Estate Association says June sales fell 24% year-on-year, down 6% from May, but not quite as big of a drop as we saw in April and indeed in the month of May. The big question, though, for the housing market now is what's going to happen as regards this big interest rate hike we saw this week. On Wednesday, Maliha, the Bank of Canada increased its benchmark rate a full 1%. That makes your variable rate mortgage more expensive immediately. When you go to renew your fixed rate, it's going to cost more. So the big question is, what is that going to do to the housing market? It could well cool it off even more.
It's interesting you bring that up because I did speak to a mortgage agent about this. We'll be sharing that story a little later on City News. So that's another thing. You think you're going to be saving money, but are you really going to because of this prime rate going up?
Look forward to your story.
For sure. Thank you. Now, Amazon Prime Day made a triumphant return earlier this week. So, Richard, what were people filling their virtual carts with?
Yeah, this is where the Amazon puts sales on everything, right? And usually in prior years, topping the sales list, Maliha, was things like Instant Pots and Roomba robot vacuum cleaners. What did we see this year, though? Topping the list of sales was things like diapers and dish pods and snack packs. Analysts say that speaks to inflation. People were simply looking for a deal on the everyday essentials they need, not the toys. They just wanted the toilet paper and the diapers, and that really speaks to inflation. Other really interesting Amazon story, the company announcing today, it's going to start drone delivery in a small part of Texas. That's what it's going to look like. Those in Texas will be able to get some items delivered via a drone to their front or backyard. That's something the company wants to expand in coming years. Can you imagine that, ordering something on Amazon and it flies into your house?
Doesn't that just sound so futuristic? Like, I can't believe that this is something that's going to be happening now.
Yeah, never mind like next day delivery. This is going to be like 5-minute delivery. It'll change everything if they get that up and running.
Oh my gosh, and imagine how many drones will be in the sky, because I feel like I'm getting an Amazon package almost every day.
Yeah, watch out from above, yeah.
Now, Richard, finally, the word game that took the internet by storm is now getting a home version.
Wordle took everyone by storm earlier this year, right? That's that online game where you had to guess the 5-letter word. Now, Hasbro, the board game experts, are coming out with this, a Wordle board game. It's going to hit store shelves in October. One player picks the random 5-letter word. The others try and guess it. The New York Times bought Wordle the other month for an undisclosed amount of money. They're teaming up with Hasbro to come up with that. So our socials will be full yet again, Maliha, with Wordle everything. Goody.
I can't say I'm surprised. My husband loves Wordle. It really stresses me out. I don't play it, but I can see why they would make a board game because it was such a hit. Thanks so much,
It'll be a hit. Thanks, Maliha.